My name is Dr. Maria Chah with Chah Acutherapy, and we welcome you here with us to be inspired and lean on the shoulders of other patients here that I've treated, so that you can learn or relate to maybe their experience and how acupuncture is able to help them. So we're happy to have and welcome my friend and patient, Kathy Freytag from West Palm Beach, Florida. So we were going to ask you a few questions, Kathy, about your experience here with Chah Acutherapy. And we're going to start with basically what were you experiencing before you got here and that inspired you to try acupuncture?
Well, I was originally diagnosed with psoriasis throughout my body, my arms, my legs, my back, my chest. And it was a real difficult process. It was red and scaly and very unattractive, and it did not help your lifestyle here in Florida because you weren't able to wear shorts or sleeveless or short sleeves. You were pretty much encumbered by covering it because it was embarrassing. And I had gone to other doctors, dermatologists, to try to treat it. And
I remember.
The treatment did not really work. It sort of pacified it. It did not really solve it, and it created more issues with my skin as far as depleting the quality of my skin. It was very, discouraging. It was not a great treatment, but I didn't have any other avenue at that point. So.
Yes, I remember when you came in and you were your skin was covered in bright red and it was itchy. And you did something like 200 treatments of infrared. They thought they could. Yes, and I knew you were in misery and just wanted to be able to wear shorts again. What was the biggest challenge for you living with that?
Well, it was your lifestyle. It was embarrassing. Your quality of life was affected. You would go out and you had to make sure you had at least 3/4 length sleeves. You were red all the time, and even though you didn't feel people were looking at you, you still felt they were. You felt that they were staring at you and that you were covering yourself up. And even with the 200 visits, the hardest part is that anything that happened, like if I knocked my arm or if a dog jumped on me, it tore my skin and I would bleed. So it was very difficult for me to visit my son with his new dog, to have any puppy around me, to go into a cupboard and get anything out, because if I scraped my arm, it would rip my skin and I'd bleed.
Wow.
And even when I came here for a treatment, you had grabbed my arm and you had twisted it, and unfortunately for you, it broke my skin.
The skin broke, just touching it.
Yes, which you were upset about, but I understood it perfectly well. I was like, it's okay, it's going to heal.
So we realized that was some of the medication creams that they were using, which is a typical allopathic medicine remedy.
Along with the ultraviolet treatment, which was depleting my texture of my skin because I was burning.
Yes. And so it made the skin very thin. And what was the final straw? I would imagine was that, and
well, I wasn't getting anywhere,
okay,
and I didn't know where to go, and so I was introduced to you through a friend at the gym, Marcy. So I got here, and it was like the miracle happened. It was unbelievable.
And does that look like? What changed for you as soon as you got, since you've been on the program?
Well, I've been coming to you for a year. It'll be a year. It was a year in June.
That's right.
And
that's why you're here with me right now.
Within a month of treatments with you, my skin was better. My arms, my legs, everything was, 100% better. The quality of life was so much different. I just felt relieved. I could actually go out in public and not feel embarrassed. And with all the research you did, you helped me more. You gave me some, probiotics to take to help, cleanse my system. And you're still constantly working with me and researching. It's called, every time I'm in here, we're doing more research to, solve what little problem I have left.
And you had other issues that unexpectedly got better.
Yes, yes. I had bladder infections off and on. Have not had any in a year.
Okay.
And it was just a treatment, and I think the positive vibes, everything.
And so now you can go out in the summer, sleepless now, and not worry about your skin, and you're resting and sleeping better.
Yes.
And what would you say, tell us about, the biggest success, I guess, was clearing up the skin and being able to go outside and not feel embarrassed about it. But what would you say you're proud of most in regards to yourself and moving forward for your own health?
Well, I think I've learned how to, relate to my body. What is the problem? When I come in to see you, I can tell you what's wrong. I can give you an idea of what I've been doing. You've given me a better outlook on how to handle my situation, what to eat, what not to eat. The quality of life is so much better because I feel more positive about this whole situation. You've given me, a much better outlook on life. It's totally different.
So it would be safe to say you feel a little more empowered in controlling, having some control of your own health, and then the guidance that when you do come in here, that I give you helps you stay healthy. Would you say?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
When I leave here with every appointment, I get something new to work on, or I continue with what you've been giving me, and it's always enhancing my daily activity. It's always
awesome.
An improvement.
And so we're going to ask two last questions just to wrap it up, because your success is our success, and that's what Chah Acutherapy strives for, to have these type of stories. And so I guess if you didn't know what you know now, where do you think you would be doing different had you not?
I probably would be in the same situation I was in, struggling with it for day to day, going to the doctors twice a week, getting nowhere really fast on a downward slope, and probably feeling very unhappy and challenged to get through the everyday life.
Have you noticed any big cost difference if being here as to the what you've been doing? Because I know you spent quite a bit of money.
Well, you figure it was twice a week, with all the cost, the medications were minimal, but it was still, what I do here with you is much better financially, and it's your products are better. They're healthier products. What I got from them, I don't think was as healthy, but it was their only way to do it. There was no other option.
Right. Have you noticed, maybe perhaps what I find with acupuncture, there's a lot of people who come to me, my patients, notice there's no side effects. Like even though the medicines that you're taking help temporarily, perhaps, but there was a lot of side effects like the skin rolling off, and now. What would you say you're most thankful for in this process?
Well, I've repaired my whole arm. My arms, my legs, there's no tearing, none whatsoever. This is all due to the acupuncture, to the medications that you've been able to give me to help improve my inner body, which has improved my skin tone.
Yes.
My mental ability to just survive and not break into tears when I look at my arms and go, oh my God, where am I going with this? It's been an amazing, uplifting, wonderful, almost like a religious situation. You know what I'm saying? It's just so amazing to me to feel such a relief. It's like before I was embarrassed totally, and you changed me around. 200 visits, I got nowhere. I probably haven't even made 100 visits with you, and it's the first 5 months, went fast, and I was cured in the first month, but I've been coming to make sure that I stay healthy, physically, internally.
You have been also equally pleasant presence to us, and is there any, and this is, like I said, gives joy to what I do as a practitioner. It's important to me that you get the results you need in a cost-effective and most positive, healthy way. Is there, just to wrap this up, is there anything you'd like to add to sharing what you've shared?
Well, if there's anyone out there that is trying to figure out where to go with their mental, medical, physical problem, that they're not getting anywhere with their own physicians, they should try acupuncture with you. Yes. It is basically one of the most uplifting experiences and totally helped my life.